Hey guys, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that quick sizzle reel of me biking and droning earlier today. I wanted to make a quick video talking about, is it too late to get into HECS? I want to make a video as a statement for anyone looking into HECS today, as well as in the future. If you've just heard about HECS, do your due diligence, spend a few weeks or days, depending how quick you are and how much free time you have, researching Richard Hart, the game theory behind HECS, the origins of HECS, the community of HECS, and where HECS is projected to be in the future. It's got a lot of runway, it's got a lot of potential, and a lot of people believe that it's got a bright future. I'll leave it at that. Now, the point of this video is I'm someone who got in late. I'm someone who got into HECS and made my first stake on day 400. Even though I heard about a HECS in 2020 and late 2019, it never really clicked for me until it clicked at the beginning of this year, at the beginning of 2021. I watched Richard's New Year's Eve live stream. I saw the track record of HECS being the highest appreciating asset of human history in 2020, and I was more confident to take a second look at it. So when I did my due diligence, it made a lot of sense to me, and like I said, I made my first stake on day 400. Now, even though I missed out on big payday, I still staked big and staked long. So if you're looking at this, if you're watching this video and it's day 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, I'm telling you, you want to get into HECS ASAP, you want to stake, and you want to accumulate as much T-shares as you can. Currently in May 2021, T-shares are about $1,000. When I got in on day 400, I think it was about $200. And the shares are going to keep appreciating until people are lucky to buy even a single share. I really think it's going to become a lot more valuable than Bitcoin, and it's going to be a lot more scarce. It's what you want to accumulate because your T-shares are your money printers. They're your mining machines, which don't require any capital expenditure. HECS is revolutionary because unlike a proof of work, we are proof of stake. So stake big, stake long, and accumulate your T-shares, earn passive income, and reach financial freedom. All right, so currently with the announcement of pulsechain and the sacrifice phase, HECS is really ripped. It's done like a 3 or 4x in the past 2 weeks. I see this kind of price action reminds me of pre-big payday. There was a giant green candle, and it was followed giant green weekly candle, which was followed by a subsequently large green weekly candle. I see the same thing happening this week. We're currently sitting at about 5.5 pennies, and I see it reaching 10 pennies in the short term, and then even perhaps 20, 30, 40 cents by the time the sacrifice ends. Regardless of when you're getting to HECS, perhaps you're getting in at 5 cents like today, or at 20 cents or 50 cents. Don't feel like you're the only one buying, and don't feel like the sucker, because I think I speak for a lot of HEXkins when I say that we're going to keep buying HECS every single month for the indefinite future. There's nothing like HECS out there, and buying it at any price is a great investment, in my opinion. Again, not financial advice, but it's my own personal strategy. If Bitcoin went up 2 millionx, if Ethereum went up 10,000 to 600x, and currently HECS has only done about 1,000x, from the lows to the highs, especially if you're staked, there's still a lot of runway. So even if you're seeing this video and it's 5,000x, HECS has been designed to do at least 10,000x in the first 2.5 years. We're on track to do that, and I think we're going to meet that even sooner. If you're getting in during the pulse period, pre-fork, it's a no-brainer. If you get in now, if you buy hex, if you stake hex, more importantly, you're gonna have a duplicate of it on the pulse chain. In my opinion, I think pulse hex will be more valuable because now all the millions of dollars on the sidelines that hasn't been able to afford to get into Ethereum hex due to the high gas fees is going to ape in. There's going to be a lot more interest when the gas fees are going to be back to a penny, back to what they should be. With all that said, if you're looking at the hex at any point in the future, I strongly suggest you continue down the path, continue down the rabbit hole, and get yourself some hex. Hex is going to be around past our lifetimes. It's an immutable smart contract. It's going to outlive all of us. If you think 15 years is a long time, look back in the past 15 years and see what you've accomplished since then. 15 years flies by. Buy hex, stake 555, and reap the rewards. It's going to be life-changing wealth for you and your family, and perhaps if you're a committed staker, it's going to be life-changing wealth for future generations.